this is Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Kalike Namaha. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video. This video is about how you can find your soul purpose on your own. Now, it gets me very frustrated because I see so many people saying to contact them to find your soul purpose. And a lot of these people are new age spiritual coaches, life coaches, psychiatrists, things of that nature, psychologists. And realistically, if you don't have the knowledge of astrology, you cannot tell someone who they are. Your birth chart is your blueprint for this life, for your previous lives, and for your next lives. All your karma is there. Everything you've ever wanted to know about yourself is within this chart. There's nobody in the world except for a highly spiritual being like a siddha or a highly advanced yogi who doesn't even need the chart, who can just basically tell you who you are because they're so tapped in. Other than that, these people cannot tell you, and these people are not tapped in. It's very easy for anyone who does spiritual practice to see who is operating from ego and who isn't. So do not pay someone that doesn't know who you are to tell you who you are, okay? Now, I'm going to show you how you do that and how you figure out this on your own. So you just go to a website, and I'm going to link one at the bottom that I like the most. This is not a sponsor or anything like that. It's just I like this one because it shows all your divisional charts and it shows all the nakshatras, and that's very important to know. Cosmic Squares is my favorite one, but if you know another one, then you can go there as well. And then you punch in your information, and this is for the layman. This is for the person who even doesn't know astrology at all. You can figure out your life purpose. Go to the birth chart section, punch in your information. Then your D1 chart will come up. When you look at your D1 chart, your birth chart, it's going to show you the degrees of the planets on the side. You're going to find the planet with the highest degree, and that planet is your soul purpose. Now, it's going to be different for everybody, so you look at that planet. Then you need to understand what is the significance of that planet. And I'm not going to go through the significance of everything because this video will be way too long, and I'm teaching you to find your own power. This isn't about you relying on me, because I want people to rely on themselves. If you absolutely can't understand this, then you can contact me definitely and I'll help you. But you can figure this out on your own, and it'll be more eye-opening that you can figure it out on your own. Say it's the sun example, you can look at what is the meaning of the sun. The significance of that planet will be part of your soul purpose. If that's a little bit complicated for you, you don't even have to go that deep. Now you can look at the zodiac sign that it's within. The significance of that zodiac sign. Say it's Aquarius. What does Aquarius mean? You can look that up. It's more about humanitarianism. It's more about social affairs and many other things. So you can look that up and say, okay, that will give you an idea of the soul purpose. What am I here to ultimately do? And these things will start clicking into you, unless you're super young, but it's going to start clicking in and it'll start resonating with you. The third biggest secret is looking at the nakshatra that is within. The nakshatra has the entire story of what's going to happen to you and what this encompasses. The zodiac sign and the planet will give you a little bit of information, but the nakshatra is really going to put that in place for you. And there are tons of videos about nakshatras. There is tons of information online. Dr. Pi on YouTube has like 2-hour, 3-hour videos about the nakshatras that you can listen to. I haven't done really too much about the nakshatras just because I feel like there's so much good information out there, but I will eventually. I will do more about the nakshatras, but you can look at what does that mean, and then your soul purpose will come into play. You'll totally understand. You can look up the stories of the nakshatra. Say it's Ashwini. What is the story of Ashwini? And that will play out as your soul purpose as well. There's several stories for the nakshatras. So you can look them up. There's translations in English, and you can look that up, and then you could figure out, okay, this is part of my path. And it'll resonate with you, and you'll understand, okay, this is my sole purpose. So say, for example, it's like sun. Say sun is there and it's in Aquarius, and say it's in Purva Bhadrapada, just for example. Sun is a leader. You're supposed to be a leader. Just the most rough example of being a leader in Aquarius of humanity has to do with the people themselves, being a leader of the people themselves. And then you see Purva Bhadrapada. It's a dark one, so maybe you have to go through a lot of dark things in order to become a leader of the people or to shine light and help the people. So there's many different things that you're going to learn about this. It'll take some research for sure, but you're going to be proud of yourself that you found this and it clicked in for you. So instead of going to a life coach, which is going to just ask you, because I've seen these videos online where they say, what is your sole purpose? And then they say, well, think about what you did as a child, or think about what you would do if you didn't have money, then that is your sole purpose. Well, not necessarily, because you're born in a different time period than you are now, and things change. So just asking people to ask themselves these simple questions is not going to lead you to your sole purpose, especially if you're trapped in ego. You're not going to really see that, especially if you're not doing spiritual practice and stuff. You may not be connected to who you truly are yet. So going to see a psychologist who's just going to keep asking you questions over and over again, and you're going to be answering them, that's not going to help you know this intricate details of your soul purpose. That's the most important thing. If you want to go deeper, look at that planet that is the highest degree and look at that in your D9 chart. Look at the zodiac sign. Look at what other planets is placed within the D1, in the D9. And that will tell you even further about your soul purpose. Then you can check out, I won't go too deep, I'll just leave it there. These are just simple things that you can do and research yourself. And this could be an ongoing thing that you do for, years if you want. But you'll figure it out a lot easier than that. You can figure it out in literally a couple days. If you are really good at research, you can figure this out and you don't even have to be that good. There is tons of information out there about these things. You just got to put them together. Don't waste your whole life not knowing what the purpose is, because that's kind of why people end up being depressed or wanting to leave Earth early. You know what I mean? Because they just don't know what the point is. But there is a point, and there's an amazing story for you. It's just a lot of people are getting misled. A lot of people are also using you being misled to profit themselves. So this is why I'd rather teach you how to become empowered on your own rather than gatekeeping all the information and then you have to come to me. I don't want people to keep coming to me. As much as I love you guys and everything like that, this is why I don't do a whole bunch of videos on tricks and tips of astrology, because I'd rather you not come to me. I'd rather you be empowered and you don't need me, because one question leads to another. So find your soul purpose by doing this, and it will click in. It'll give you greater understanding of life. You can also take that planet and find out. So say you have Sun in Aquarius. Your ascendant, for example, is, say it's Cancer, right? So then the Sun would rule the second house. So then that would have significance as well to your soul purpose. The second house is what? It's family, it's possessions. So there would be some kind of meaning that's tying to the second house as well. This will get your brain turning. This will get you really thinking and to start understanding who you truly are. Yes, an astrologer will be able to break this down a lot more for you, so it's a lot easier. But go ahead and find it yourself. And if you truly can't find it yourself, then of course I'm here to help you. But I believe in you, and I know that you can find your own true power and your own true purpose. And also meditate. That's what no one's telling you to do. When you meditate and you start opening up your brain centers in your brain, because meditation does this, mantra does this, yoga does this, everything I'm telling you right now is things that I practice myself for 3 to 4 hours a day. I didn't know jyotish before. I didn't know anything that I know now. I didn't even know of anything in Hinduism before my awakening, okay? And my awakening happened because I did the spiritual practice. And it starts opening up the brain centers so that all of a sudden you understand information that you didn't understand before. Meditation. It would be more beneficial for you to meditate an hour a day than to be going to a psychologist an hour a day. It's free, first of all, and you will have huge breakthroughs and understanding yourself, and you'll also be healing yourself of past trauma, of past karma, then you're self-sufficient and you're empowered. Trust me, this is what it's here for. And this is what I've experienced. And this is what billions, infinite people have experienced since the beginning of time. This is why the books were written, so that we can learn how to do these meditations and empower ourselves. And that information is out there for you as well. Or you could just sit there with a clear mind and start at 5 minutes and go to 10 and go to 30, and you will figure it out on your own. It's innate within you. These aha moments will pop into your head constantly, and you'll just figure out who you are on your own. And you'll be proud of yourself because you did it on your own. Rahu is in Pisces, don't get scammed. So I'm teaching you how to find your own power. I hope that helps. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.